Welcome to Mind Your Business with DERLINE Pierrere. I am DERLINE Pierrere, and I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank you for the opportunity that you give us to come to you either streaming or listening on the radio or watching us on 4Jasper TV. I am so excited to share with you how you can put money aside for your business for business growth. You're watching or you're listening to Mind Your Business with DERLINE Pierrere. I'll be right back.
Bookkeeping, payroll, taxes. When these critical business services are well managed, you'll better manage your workload. At Economic Solution Services, our firm provides top-notch professional accounting services, business consulting services, and back-end management to small business owners. Whether you're a sole proprietorship, corporation, or nonprofit, call us for high-level customer service, guaranteed results, competitive pricing, and a dynamic business relationship. Schedule your free consultation today.
Welcome to Mind Your Business with DERLINE Pierrere. I am DERLINE Pierrere. Starting a business is not an easy thing. It is sometimes very difficult when you don't have the roadmap, when you don't have a mentor, when you don't have a coach. You notice in every industry, every sport, there's business coaches, there's your athletes, they all have coaches, trainers, people to help them be successful. So at Economic Solution Services Inc., our goal is to make sure that your business goes to the limit that you want it for. When you first started your business, you probably wanted to end the business with an inheritance, meaning that your children's children will take over the business and they will keep it going. Just like with Johnson & Johnson, and there's so many other companies. I don't want to just name names, but you understand what I'm talking about. There's other opportunities like businesses that you grow to a certain capacity and it gets bought by a bigger company, or you sell it to someone else who either revamps it or keep it as is, but they have more business acumen and they can take the business further than you alone can. There are also opportunities for you to bring on investors. So you have silent investors, meaning the person will just have the money to back up the business. Depending on the percentage of their ownership in your business, they can basically just give you the money. They have a few agreements and plans as to what direction they want to see the business in. You both have inputs. They just come with the money. Then you have investors who want to be hands-on. Maybe they've had a similar business like yours, or they've always wanted to start a business like yours, and you started the business, so now they want to come on and they have business acumen, they have connections, they have funding. So there's different types of investors. So before you go on to taking on an investor, or to looking into selling your business, or to even plan on the business being an inheritance for your children's children, planning the business the right way is very important. So how can you find money to start your business? Last time we talked, we said you can use your savings, you can use retirement funds, you can use your life insurance policies if you have a cash value, you can use loans. My favorite is other people's money, OPM, like credit cards, loans, and maybe an investor, friends and families. There's so many different ways. But how do you keep the business afloat? It is so imperative, so important that you make sure you understand the coming and the going, the income and the expenses, the debit and the credit. If you don't understand those few words that I just mentioned, it's okay. There's accounting for dummies. There's firms like mine, ESSI, Economic Solution Services Inc., and most importantly, there's your CPA, your bankers, and definitely if you're going to go into business with someone else other than yourself or your spouse, you need to sit down and talk to each other to see how much money each one of you are going to be contributing. Sometimes as business partners, both of you don't come up with money because I may have a lot of connection. I may be part of a board and I can bring the connection or the clientele. You may have the knowledge, the know-how, the expertise and somebody else may have the money. So the three of us get together and we start this business. We have an agreement as to each one of our tasks, how much money or clientele or expertise we're bringing in that is equal. A lot of times I see partners who want to get into business together, and you see majority of the work is being done by the one person. There's two other partners, but they are barely at the meetings. They're barely at the store or at the salon or at the office. They don't contribute as much money, but they're not contributing their time. They're not contributing their expertise. They're not going to the radio station to promote the business. They're not going to the networking meetings and events to promote the business. So what are they doing? Are they really carrying their 33%? Because a lot of time when you have a partnership of three, it's 33. One person gets 34, the other two get 33%. And so because of that, there's a lot of friction and frustration. So these are the different ways you can fund your business. But how can you do it so that everybody is on the same page? Is with the agreement. We can help you with that. We're running a special for the rest of this quarter. So January, February, March was the first quarter of 2024. April, May, June is the second quarter of 2024. So for the rest of this quarter, meaning for the rest of the month of June, we are running a special to look at your financials for you. Look at your agreement. If you have a partnership, we'll look at the agreement. If you have a single member LLC, we can sit with you and do a little consult to see what would better suit you. So call us at 561-877-4662, and we will call you back after listening to your voice message. Please give us information as to what type of business you're in, if you have a partnership, if you have a single member LLC or a two-member LLC, and if you have a two-member LLC, are you guys husband and wives? Are you spouse? Because there's different directions we can go if you have a two-member LLC and it's two sisters, two friends, two strangers versus a spouse. So 561-877-4662 is the number to call us. So how can you fund your business? The cities, the counties, and your local, state, and even the federal government has money available. I know a lot of you have heard about Hello Alice. You heard about me a couple years ago winning a grant from Comcast to do a promotional commercial for my business. There's a lot of different ways to bring money into your business, and sometimes it's not always fiduciary money, but like with my commercial. So my commercial was ran on Comcast for 3 months. I have that commercial professionally done. I can run it on all my social media platforms. I can run it on any radio station that I'm a part of, and also I can run it on any TV program that I want to be a part of. So that's like a $7,500 gift that keeps on giving, because as I play this commercial, the more exposure I get, the more clientele I will get. So it's the same thing with you. A lot of times when you see grant applications, it's not money. Sometimes it's for you to be mentored, or for you to be coached, or for you to be a part of a forum, or for you to be a guest speaker. Take every opportunity you get to let the world know about your business. Closed mouth doesn't get fed. So if you don't tell people, hey, I have a cleaning business, I'm going to be cleaning for Airbnbs, or I'm going to be cleaning for townhomes, or I'm going to be cleaning for rough construction. So if you're interested in a cleaning business that you're going to be cleaning for rough construction, you got to get in touch with the Lennars and all the other builders of the world. Your best friends should be realtors, mortgage brokers, because they know your people. They know the people that you want to get in touch with. Don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already going. It's in motion. Just jump on it. Connect with your realtors. Connect with your mortgage brokers. Boom. There goes your cleaning business. You also have to have people who can clean. And please, the number one reason why a lot of businesses fail, besides the lack of funding, is the lack of accountability. You don't have somebody holding you accountable. Yes, you can cook. Yes, you can do nails. Yes, you can do hair. But do you understand how to run the business? It's not just doing hair at your house or doing hair at somebody's salon where you're just renting a booth. You need to know how much your material's costing you. So you buy a container of relaxer, a jar of relaxer. It's 64 ounces. How many ounces do you use on my hair type? Or how many ounces do you use on somebody who's already got a relaxer? Because my hair is natural. So if I'm going to relax my whole entire hair, you might be using half of that container on my hair. And so you need to understand that kind of business. I can help you with the financial business, with the bookkeeping and the accounting and the financials and the taxes. But the day-to-day operation of your business, you buy a jar of shampoo. Is it best to buy a container or the big jugs, you know? Do you need a resale certificate? Most of the time you do. Depending on your industry, you are required to have a sales and use tax, which means you get a resale certificate that allows you to buy and not pay taxes at the time of purchase, but also allows you to buy wholesale. Because a lot of companies like Alibaba and even some companies with eBay, they want to see your resale certificate before they can sell to you. So my people who have grocery stores, who want to buy meat in bulk, or who wants to buy boxes, instead of driving to a warehouse, they can deliver these things to you if you have a resale certificate, because it's official. You have a business, you have a resale certificate. They will sell you in bulk, not charge you any taxes. But when you use the products, or when you resell, that's why it's called a resale certificate. When you resell the products, you need to pay the tax. The tax is only paid once, either when you purchase and use it in your business, or when you sell it. So that's why it's called sales and use tax. So you can find funding in various ways. Sometimes you may do collaborative work. You might be a subcontractor for a bigger company that does what you do. They don't have the manpower to handle the contract that they have. And plus, depending on the type of contract they get, they have to have subcontractors. And the subcontractors they have to have, sometimes in the description of their contract, the agreement that they gave them for the bid that they won, there has to be minority, disadvantaged, or veteran, women-owned businesses. So there's criterias. And so if you are registered with your local city and your local county and your local state and even the federal government, guess what? You are in position, because they can't, these big companies that got the government contract, they can't sub out to you if you're not registered. So you see, yes, you can register. Many times I go for a bid and I look at the volume of the bid and I look at the manpower it's going to take. I don't have that manpower. So I can team up with another company, but they have to be registered. So other ways you can find funding is going on these websites, on these government sites, these state sites, and these county sites, and these city sites, and finding who won the bid, reaching out to them to see if they need subcontractors. Because I think they have a window, once they win the bid, before they can finalize everything, that they have to have subcontractors. And once you have a relationship with a company like that, you keep it. You treat it right. You do your job correctly with expertise. And if you need help, you get the help that you need. So I gave you the example of the cleaning company. I gave you the example of someone wanting to open their own salon or taking on partnership. So call us at 561-877-4662 for the remainder of this month to get an opportunity to talk to us so that we can look at your agreement for your partnership or your LLC. We can look at your financials to see where you are, what tweaks you need to make. Because a lot of times we wait until the end of the year, meaning the beginning of the next year, to evaluate what took place this year. So we're halfway through the year. You should already have an idea of where your business is at right now. Do you need to advertise more? Do you need to hire more people? Do you need to cut back on your overhead? Let's say you're in the construction industry and you have 5 trucks or 5 vans, but you only have 3 drivers. And it's been 3 drivers for 2 years or 3 years. You're making those payments, but those vans are not being used. I had one client say, well, I keep it as a backup, but you're making payments on that. If the van is paid for, or the truck is paid for, okay, that's your backup. But if you're making payments, you need to figure something out. So give us a call so we can help you figure that out. Let's make the right money move. So not only do you bring more money into the business, but also you grow your business. Because a lot of times these contracts, they're looking to see if you're going to be giving jobs. You hear the numbers. We have a big unemployment rate, but we have a lot of companies looking for employees, looking for contractors, looking for staff. Where is everybody? A lot of people are starting their own business. They're doing their side hustle. And if they have a full-time job or even a part-time job, they have a side hustle on the side. I can help you with that side hustle. Call me, 561-877-4662. Thank you so very much for listening to, for watching Mind Your Business with Darlene Pierre Lewis. I am Darlene Pierre Lewis. Have a great day on purpose.